Greetings to you all. I'm Annie Paisley, and you've reached my YouTube channel, Annie Paisley Intuitive Tarot. Now, this month is a special time where we look at the influences beyond the world that we usually see around us. October and November, in many traditions, mark a time when we honor our ancestors. Today I shall be drawing 4 cards for each zodiac sign. This video addresses those of you born with the sun in Leo, and you may want to watch if your moon or your rising sign also is in Leo. Now let's begin. The first card that I'm going to draw is from the Tarot of Moon Garden, which is a very lovely, fanciful deck here. So here we're going to go for our Leos. Let's see what we've got for our Leos. Leo, the lion. Give me something for my lions here. Okay, Leo. Your card, Leo, is the Hierophant. Got a good look at that, and we're going to talk about what the Hierophant represents. The Hierophant is about facing tradition and perhaps in some cases breaking tradition. Understanding the traditions that you come from, and what I see here is that a lot of you are faced with very extreme things in your life, actually, that can be influenced by the traditions that you were born into. So you're looking at some things that, could be a major life shift if you embrace the changes that you have coming in instead of defining them entirely by the traditions that you were raised in. And that's what I'm seeing for you with the Moon Garden here. Let's move on and take a look at your next card, which is going to come from the Brian Froud Fairies. Lovely fairies here. Let's see what we've got for Leo with the fairies. What do the fairies tell us for the sign of Leo? Leo. Gotcha. Okay. So here we have the fairies talking to us about your sign, Leo. And what we've got here is the fairy that is known as Indy. Let me show you little Indy here. Can you see little Indy here? Okay, well, so Indy stands for kind of indecision. So what we're seeing here for you, Leo, is that you have a couple of things on your mind. You have a couple of options, and one may be a lot larger than the other one is, but what determines it is your actual priorities. The situation being larger may not be what you need to cast your eye on, or it may be vice versa, but either way you're looking at something where you need to figure out what actually is the highest priority that you have to settle this indecision. And now we're going to move on to the Eros cards, which are some cards that we all like to get a little love and romance in our life. So we're going to look at the Eros deck here for you. There we go. Leo. What have we got for Leo? Okay, Lions, we've got this one for you. And this is the card of transgression. Let me give you a good look at that one. There you go. Transgression. So what does this say? This says that in action, you are looking at a place where you may, either you or someone in your world is kind of messing around a little bit or thinking about messing around a little bit. About going somewhere you wouldn't generally go. Now, maybe for some of you, that's just being more adventurous in your sex life, and for others, you know, your sex, your romance life, in others, this may mean transgressing on some kind of, you know, it could mean some form of, you know, what you could say is adultery. It could mean some form of like getting involved with someone else's partner. It could be getting, you know, just going somewhere that is kind of overstepping your bounds a bit is what we're looking at here. That's what we're looking at in particular. And, you know, so when I use those words, I'm kind of trying to relate them to as much of the vernacular as I can, but that's what I'm seeing is just kind of stepping outside the bounds here. Transgression. So now we're going to look at these last cards, which are these beautiful meditation cards I have, and they're the Alex Grey cards. If you're familiar with Alex Grey, this comes from Alex Grey's Sacred Mirrors. So we're going to pick you a meditation card here. Okay, Leo, let's see what we've got for your meditation today, or this week rather. This month, if you will. A little late in the month to be doing this, but all the same. We're looking at this end of the month here. So the card that you get here is African Woman. Let me read what it says here on the back. Skin, largest organ of the physical anatomy, details our individuality. Inner systems exist similarly in all people, regardless of race or sex. Skin makes our differences obvious, identifying self as other races and sexes. Feel prejudices and sympathies arise. Begin psychic integration of our collective human family. Dark skin, dark hair, dark eyes, continent of the origin of all humanity. Black sister, reflect on your history, imagine your future, reflection, respect. That's right, R-E-S-P-C-T here. So how does this relate to the rest of your reading? What I'm seeing here is that you need to reflect on how are you presenting yourself, that you are aware of this union that you have with all races, with all sexes, coming from a place that asks for and, even must demand to be treated equally and respectfully from a place where you can feel proud. And that's what I see for you here, Leo. So I hope that you've enjoyed the reading. If you would like to schedule a more detailed personal one, you can contact me at paisleywitch.com, and you will see also my other contact places there. You will see that you can go to my website. I am also on Facebook and on Instagram and on Twitter. This is, of course, this reading is a sample reading, and it may give you something. So I hope it does. And many blessings to you, Leos. You have a wonderful season.